Hey guys, good morning. How are you doing? Chef Mimi here and I'm exhausted. I look tired, right? Yes, I'm tired. I even have stress pimples. But we move. Nothing stopping us. We continue to go. Okay, so today on Tips with Me, we're going to try and attempt to settle a feud on whose jollof rice is the best. But before we do that, we have to first know how to cook our jollof rice. Rice generally likes to be tampered with mercy. Well, it likes to be pampered. Be it local rice, Nigerian rice, foreign rice, basmati rice, ofada rice, any kind of rice, it likes to be treated a certain way. So first and foremost, you have to know the type of rice you're using, know the texture of the rice, and also know what it is good for. Don't want to carry two rice and say you want to do jollof rice. It will not come out well because it will melt. It's not for that purpose. Okay, so first and foremost, when you have your rice, the first thing you do is to wash it, yes, before you put it on the fire. Please always wash it because some of this rice have preservatives, and those preservatives were put in there to keep it longer, you know, to stop weevils and all these insects from eating it. So please wash your rice first before you put it on the fire. Don't say, I'm going to still parboil it, then I will now wash it. Wash it first. So to wash your rice, you add a pinch of salt to the water and then wash it. So that helps bring out the preservative, kills the bacteria, and helps to reduce the starch of the rice. So that's the first step in reducing the starch of the rice. Wash it with some salt first, then you put it on the fire. Now when you put it on fire and you parboil it, the texture of the rice matters. That is what gives you the product that you want, the end product, and it also determines how long your rice stays on the fire. Okay, so for example, some people just see their rice, it boils, and immediately they bring it down. In fact, it's practically not even cooked, but they bring it down. Well, that's for them, but I don't think that's wise if you want to quickly cook it and get the result that you want. Now, what I do, this is the trick I use. I cook my rice till it is almost cooked. So I parboil it till it's almost cooked. Can you see how it is? It looks like well-boiled rice, but no, it's parboiled. And this helps you to cook it faster. So by the time you want to use the same rice for maybe like white rice, plain white rice, all you need to do is wash it, put it back on the fire, add a little salt, and just let it steam. It's done. If you want to use it for jollof rice, the same thing. For fried rice, the same thing. For rice and beans, the same thing. So it's easier for you. Now, you parboil your rice and you set it aside. While your rice is boiling, you can now fry your tomatoes. Some people like to use fresh tomatoes to make their fried jollof rice, but fresh tomatoes doesn't give you the jollof rice color. Like, it doesn't bring it out. It doesn't make it very red because fresh tomatoes has a lot of water, and most times it's not as red as you want it to be. So fresh tomatoes, you can keep your fresh tomatoes aside, then take some tin tomatoes and fry it. Add your fresh tomatoes to it and then keep it aside. Now when you're frying your tomatoes, there's a way that you should spice it. In spicing your tomatoes, fry it properly with some oil. Put in your curry, your thyme. In fact, what you do to that jollof rice tomatoes is exactly how you want your jollof rice to taste, right? So you put your tomatoes, your oil, onions, pepper, you add some Maggi, curry, thyme, add some celery, garlic, ginger if you want. Then for me, what I do is I add a pinch of crayfish. So the crayfish makes it to taste different and it gives it that like patty jollof kind of taste, you know. For me, I like to add a little crayfish. So if you want, you add some crayfish and then you mix it. Make sure that that is exactly how you want your rice to taste. Now it's already fried and you set it aside. What you now do is take your pot or your pan and then put it on ground. Don't put it on the fire yet. So don't use the pot. Don't use the pot you use to fry the tomatoes. Why? Because if it will start burning your rice faster, right? So take a clean pot or a clean pan, put it aside. Now fetch some tomato sauce, pour inside, take some rice, pour it like that in turn till you're done. You keep stirring and stirring it and then you're done. Now make sure that the trick is that your rice is almost cooked. What you do is stir it properly, you taste and see if that's how you want it. If you need a little more maggi, you add more maggi. Now you take that rice, put it on the fire, and cover it with a foil paper, or maybe a sack or something. Just cover it so that it traps the heat. The steam is trapped inside. Now it's that steam that we're relying on to cook the rice. Don't add water, don't add anything. If you want to add meat stock, add it to the tomatoes that is frying. So you cover it up and you leave it on the fire to steam. Give or take 5 minutes, it's cooked. Every now and then you open it up, lift up don't take your spoon and stir the rice. Put it in the edges and lift it up from the edge, and then let the oil or something go down. It steams it up. You open the pot again, lift it up from the edges, put a hole in the middle. Just make sure that it steams properly. Now another thing is you have to put it on low heat. Don't just put it on, don't let it blow, the fire is just burning. No, put it on low heat, reduce the heat, and then you cover your rice. Give or take 5 minutes, your rice is cooked. Take my word for it. So guys, try these tips and let me know. Remember, parboil your rice till it's almost cooked. Fry your tomatoes on the side and then keep it aside. Now the trick is that tomatoes you can actually fry a lot and put it in your freezer, so that for every time you need to make rice, you can just bring it out. So it's like tomato sauce, or it can be like stew or something. Just bring it out and then you parboil your rice, you mix it, put it on the fire, and it's cooked. So the trick is that you can actually do that in much quantity and then put it in the fridge and store it there. Okay, so I hope this jollof rice tip has been very useful. After you try it and it's successful, then we'll now settle whose jollof rice is the best. But for now, just go ahead and try this. Thank you so much for watching. Please share, like, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Please follow my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. You'll see other previous videos and some recipes. And yeah, let me know how it goes. Please leave a comment. Thank you so much and have a fantastic weekend, guys. Bye.